Namaskar. As the year is evolving, we're into 2023, and here we are, it's Mahashivratri. Once again, Hindus all over the world will gather in their places of worship and in their homes and in their mandir to celebrate this occasion. And I said the word celebrate. Is it a celebration or is it a moment of reflection and rejuvenation and recalibration? It is all of them. But we need to do the reflection and the rejuvenation and the recalibration, and then we celebrate with peace and tranquility in our mind. The celebration is after the fact. But what happens during Shivratri is that the devotee is supposed to take a moment to look into their lives, look into the past and ask questions. Ask questions about ourselves, not about our brother or sister or spouse or next door neighbor, but about ourselves. How am I doing in the eyes of God? If Bhagwan Shiva had a rating of 1 to 10 and he was to rate me, I wonder what number would I get? Will I get 50 or 5 meaning or 10 or 9, or will I be at minus? Now that is the question. And during the Mahashivratri, during that night of Vrat, we appeal to Bhagwan that we must elevate ourselves. That if we were 2, we become 4. If we are 4, we become 8, and so on and so on. We want to become not richer, but just better human beings. And how do we become better human beings? Is we take this occasion of Mahashivratri for a cleansing of the senses. All of the parts of Jnanendriyas need to be recalibrated. Our eyes tend to only see certain things, and our ears only sent to hear certain things, and our nostrils are only sensitized to certain things because they are driven by our ego. They are driven by our tamasic and rajasic tendencies. On Mahashivratri, we want to suppress the tamasic and rajasic. We want to elevate the sattvic. And when the sattvic state is elevated, all the senses come to a state whereby they look and want to experience only the good. There is a mantra that we chant before we do our prayers. It goes like this: Om Bhadrang Karnevi Sunuyama Deva. It starts off with saying, Oh Lord, let my ears only hear that which is auspicious. And of course, it goes on to say, my eyes see and so on is auspicious. On that day, we want to become immersed in His auspiciousness. That is, we feel good about ourselves, we think good about the world, and we see the divinity here, there, everywhere. This is how we celebrate Mahashivratri. Of course, there is the bathing of the lingam and the abhishek and offering all of these things and the belpatra leaves. All of these are to give us an opportunity to be engaged in karma, some activity that corroborates the feeling in our mind, the feeling of cleansing, purifying, rejuvenating, and recalibrating. Mahashivratri, and happy Shivratri to everyone. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.